The next script we have, by complete contrast, is a pilot episode of a proposed TV series to be called Vagabond. Its premise, as far removed and detached from the prisoner as it is possible to go, follows the fortunes of Johnny Quill, a man of the road. The script describes Johnny as being of personable appearance, clean-shaven, tanned, athletic, and dressed in well-worn but well-cut clothes, and finally that he has a rakish look about him. He has no home to call his own, and his worldly possessions total merely the clothes on his back. His first line of dialogue notes that he speaks with a faint Irish accent. The part seems tailor-made for Patrick to play. The script opens with Johnny walking along a country road, rolling a cigarette. He comes to a crossroads where he must decide which route to take. He tosses a coin. Further along the road, a large chauffeur-driven limousine coming in the other direction pulls up.
You take shorthand.
In the back is T.K. Weatherby, an entrepreneurial businessman who is in need of a personal assistant. T.K. deals in land and property, buying cheap and selling high. He assigns Johnny to find cheap land he can sell, giving him an expense account to tide him over. Once the character of Johnny Quill has been established, the pilot script, entitled Noises Off, tells the troubled story of the residents of Lesser Bigley, who were plagued by noise pollution from a nearby missile testing range. At key points in the script, a visual picture of Lesser Bigley is built up, with descriptions of various buildings, including the general stores, the local pub, called the Queen's Arms, and especially the village square, complete with its village stocks. From these descriptions, but most notably the village stocks, it would appear that Albury in Hertfordshire was the probable choice for the episode's main location. The remainder of the plot concerns the residents of Lesser Bigley persuading Johnny Quill, whom they initially take to be T.K. Weatherby when he cashes his expenses check at the local bank, to buy up large areas of land surrounding the village and ultimately the local pub. Johnny is always reluctant to pay the asking price. Not that he's trying to drive a hard bargain. He's just overwhelmed by the figures, being a man of meagre means. Eventually, a price is agreed. But when they discover he is not the millionaire they think he is, they lock him in the village stocks until his persuasive personality releases him. Johnny phones T.K. with news of his purchase, who to Johnny's surprise announces that he's coming to see his latest acquisition as soon as possible. Later that night, another missile test shakes the village, and Johnny realizes he has been duped. The next day, Johnny tries to contact T.K. to avert his visit, but it's too late. He's already on his way. Johnny enlists the help of the locals to ensure T.K.'s stay at Lesser Bigley is limited to signing the contract. T.K. arrives at the village to find the entire community is there to greet him. T.K. is pleased with his acquisition, but once he signs the contract, a further round of rocket tests shakes the village. Thinking T.K. will be furious, Johnny tries to explain. But T.K. is thinking far ahead of him. He knows the owners of the testing site and plans to bulldoze the village to make way for a factory. Johnny quickly hatches a plot to keep T.K. at Lesser Bigley until the next missile test disturbs the tranquility of the village. Sure enough, that evening more rockets are tested, giving T.K. a sleepless night, prompting him to phone the Simmons Corporation to stop any further testing. The next day, Johnny shows T.K. the more leisurely side to life, and convinces his millionaire associate not to destroy the charm of this idyllic rural setting. As you have seen, Vagabond is poles apart from The Prisoner, and if it had become McGowan's return to mainstream television in 1968 as planned, it would have been a refreshing change for him and for his audience alike. But as ever, it was not to be.